Okay. Kelvin, you were up 30-19, middle of the first half. They cut it to 1, then they went on an 11-0 run. I know y'all fought back and made it a game, obviously had a chance. What changed? What happened?
They started making a bunch of threes, Mark. You stand behind the line and shoot it. I thought we had most of those shots contested. They weren't wide open. But they were hitting tough shots, and for us, the game changed when Dejan picked his second. Dejan and Justin, neither one played the last 10 minutes of the second half. When we're up 30-19, they were on the floor. And when they went off the floor, and that changed. But, give Wichita State credit. They had tough shots. They made when you make 10 threes at home, there's a good chance you're going to win. They shot a higher percentage from the just make sure I'm right. They almost shot the same percentage from the three-point line that we shot from the free throw line. That's usually not a good sign. But we played well for stretches in the first half. They made some tough shots. Some tough shots. In the games that we've lost, teams have shot the ball well from the three-point line, and that's an area that we've guarded well this whole year. But we didn't. I was proud that our guys didn't quit. They just kept grinding. Not making free throws. There's not a coach in America that doesn't over-practice that area. But being tough enough to step up to the free throw line during games, you got to be able to do that. You can shoot 1 million a day. Unless you're tough enough to step up and make it when it counts, it doesn't matter. It's not a matter of, you need to shoot more free throws or practice more free throws. We all do that. Coaches are coaches for a reason. But critical situations, it's hard to assimilate that. You got to be tough enough to do that. Then the other thing is that, we've been a good rebounding team here for a long time. I just thought that team was tougher than us on the boards tonight. And I don't know how many times I've said that in 7 years, especially the last 6 years, very rarely. But that team was tougher than we were on the boards, and that's certainly disappointing.
We'll go to Joseph Duarte with the Chronicle. Joseph, go ahead, sir.
Kelvin, down the stretch, that was really a bang play when Dejan tried to move the ball down court and look for.
Well, he should have took the ball we wanted him to take it to the rim. You don't throw a ball cross court there. You just don't. Take the ball to the rim. Attack. We got him in transition. There was no way we were going to call timeout because we got him in retreat. Just attack it. And Dejan's the perfect guy to do that. There's absolutely no reason why he should have passed that ball there. He should have got in the paint and either tried to draw a foul or try to score it, or then maybe kick it out. But the cross-court pass there obviously was mind-boggling.
We'll go to Myron Metcalf with ESPN. Myron, if you have a question, go ahead, please.
Kelvin, I just wonder about overall in a season like this, how you manage fatigue. Not just physically, but also mentally, considering everything that you got to deal with.
Yeah, the whole thing, Myron, is just, I don't even know where to start. It just seems like you're playing once every 10 days or once every 8 days or once, and trying to keep your kids in a groove. It's not just, COVID is COVID. I think all the coaches are just day to day with that. I saw where Baylor hasn't played a game since February 2nd. And their next one is February 23rd. I don't remember the last time SMU and Memphis played in our league. Everything is just stop and start. So, you don't want to be overly analytical, but, our kids have really played well for most of the year. But going on the road in this game, we knew this was going to be a tough game. This team, needed this game really bad, and they played hard. I think Coach Brown's done a tremendous job with this group. But let's not act like they're not talented. Tony Gilbert's a McDonald's All-American. Dexter Dennis is highly, highly recruited. NTN may be the best guard in this conference. I mean, their backcourt's tremendous. And they played well tonight. But it's always disappointing in our program when we get out scrapped on the boards, and that has nothing to do with COVID or being out of our building for 2 days because of the weather we've been going through in Texas. That's at the end of the day, the coach has to take responsibility for that. And all you can do is roll your sleeves up, go back to practice, and try to get better. I'm not going to spend 2 days being overly critical of anything. It's right there. Our discipline wasn't very good at times. Our pick and roll defense wasn't good at times. Their first shot didn't beat us. They did to us what we normally do to other teams, and we had 15 offensive rebounds too. But it just seems like theirs were at critical times, key times, and they wind up kicking them out and wind up getting some baskets. I think we had 21 second chance points to their 15. We had 30 points in the paint to their 18. But the difference was at the free throw line. They were 18 for 23 from the free throw line, and we were 5 for 11. That's where you see the big difference. We had 25 baskets. We shot 42%. They shot 40. But we couldn't keep them off the line when it counted. And then when we went to the line late, missing those free throws obviously are big.
We'll go to Andy Yanez with the Cougar. Andy, go ahead, please.
Kelvin, Fabian White made his season debut. When did you guys know that he was going to play in this game, and what did you see from him in the minutes that he did play?
This was a hard game for him to have to come in. If we had played, I don't remember how many games we've had canceled now. We had who did we have? We were supposed to play Memphis, I think, on Sunday, right? Last Sunday, and then we were supposed to play ECU on Wednesday. I think the ECU game, we were planning on that being his first game back if he practiced well. The stakes were so high, and that team is scrappy and athletic. A team gives you a good example of how tall you are means nothing. Very rarely are we the tallest team, but there's a reason why we've been the #1 rebounding team. Is because of how hard we scrap. But I thought we got out scrapped for second. They extended possessions with their second shots tonight, and so hats off to them for that. But the difference in this game really was the free throw line. We went 5 for 11. They went 18 for 23.
We'll go to Mark Berman, please. Mark, go ahead.
Kelvin, how amazing is it that Fabian was able to come back after having surgery in May? Maybe is it about him and your staff, that the way your medical people and your trainers, y'all have worked with him to get him to this point?
Yeah, a lot of credit, first of all, goes to Fabian. He's been very disciplined and attentive and dedicated with John Houston, our trainer, Alan Bishop, our sports performance coach. Those guys have done a great job. And Fabian's always been early and stayed late. And when he was able to get on the court, Kellen's done a tremendous job of getting him back with confidence. And he made a couple of nice plays there, and he'll get better as he goes. But I hated to put him in this situation, but I saw some good things. I was encouraged by what I saw with Fabian tonight. He was you could tell that Fabian's last game he played against Memphis last year in March, I think he had 18 points, 14 rebounds. He was just slow. He was just slow. His trigger was slow getting off the ground tonight. I saw a lot of rebounds that he normally gets that he just couldn't get there fast enough tonight. So it's going to take him a while to get back to being the Fabian of old.
I got time for one more question, everybody. It'll go to Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead.
Coach, just to close it out about Fabian, is there now a plan of how many minutes to kind of ramp him up to get him ready for postseason?
No plan for how many minutes, Chris. Just see how he responds tomorrow. You know, right now we're going to play Cincinnati Sunday afternoon, but you know, we'll see how he responds tomorrow when we practice, and then see how he responds Saturday. And if he can go, then we'll try to get him back out there. But I saw some good things from Fabian tonight. It's good to see him back. I'm proud of the work he's done to get back to this point. It's just been a tough year for everybody, for all of us, and for it. But he's certainly been a shining light with the example he set every day with his work ethic and being dedicated with John and Kellen and Alan Bishop. So good for him that he's been able to come back. Normally, you know, a lot of kids, even if they can come back, they won't for whatever reason. But Fabian has been tugging at my coattail for the last 2 weeks. I knew that he was getting close. And so I think it was last week, we said, well, let's see if we can go to East Carolina game. But, you know, with all these cancellations and postponements, it's just been kind of tough.